Alright, hi guys, it's me. I'm back and we're doing a record collection update video. I'm so freaking excited and decided that instead of me collecting like records, I'm always going to collect records, but what I mean is like when I'm going to film a record collection video, I should probably film them more often and smaller versus less often and larger because it just entices me to buy more records and then the videos get super long because I have too many of them. I bought these at work today and they're little like skeleton hands. Well, they're not little, they're freaking humongo, but I love them. I have a lot of records to show you guys. If I had actually opened and listened to all these records, I wouldn't have a job because that would be my life. And we're just gonna get into this. So I think the first records that I'm gonna start off with are my modern 45s, aka my singles, and I only have a few of them. And I'm actually gonna grab my X-Acto knife because as I stated earlier, some of these I haven't even opened. Now let's go ahead and give this a try. So these aren't really in the order that I bought them, but it doesn't matter. The first one that we have is Bring Me the Horizon, live from Medieval. And it is Drown and Throne, and it's on this cute little picture disc with the umbrella from That's the Spirit. So this is the front of it with the little marble, and then this is the back. Super, super cool. I found this on Depop. Somebody was selling like their entire record collection. I just asked them what 45s they had, and they mentioned this one, and I was like, hey, that sounds cool. Let me get it, because the only Bring Me the Horizon album that I have on vinyl is a Mo, but I really want to get That's the Spirit as well as Sempiternal because those are awesome. The next single that I have I got off of eBay, and I think it's a bootleg, but I'm not sure. It's Wallows, Trustfall, and Just Like a Movie. This was their two newest singles that they released digitally for everyone, but they were first released on Record Store Day as a little 45 record. So this is it, and it is colored, and I have opened this and listened to it, and I love Trustfall. So good. It's on this highlighter yellow, and it's pretty cool. It sounds good, so if it's a bootleg or whatever, it just doesn't have the Record Store Day sticker on it. So that's why I don't know if this is legit or not. I got from a cool little store here. I have a few records from them, as you guys will see throughout this haul, called The Exchange, and you can buy records, movies, video games, music, CDs, comics, pops, all kinds of stuff, and you can give them stuff to get store credit. $80 in store credit, and I spent $30, and one of the things that I got was this, and it is the Halsey Without Me clear blue vinyl little 45. Now I saw this pop up on my Facebook quite a few times, and it was like recommended for me to buy it. This is brand new factory sealed, and it was a whopping $9. For me to buy it and get it shipped, it was about $18. So I didn't end up buying it because I'm not a huge Halsey fan anymore. I used to really be, like when Badlands came out, and then I kind of just stopped listening to her. I did really enjoy Without Me. I thought that it was a great song for her. So this is what the little center looks like, and ooh, it's pressed on very pretty clear blue. It almost reminds me of Powerade or Gatorade, what is it, Ice Freeze or something, Arctic Freeze. That was my favorite flavor of Gatorade when I was in elementary school, so memories. Then we have my Easier flexi disc. I did a whole unboxing on this, but if you don't know what a flexi disc is, basically it is just a plastic flexible sheet, hence the term flexi disc, and it plays on a turntable, and it's about the size of a 45, and I just store the flexi disc inside the art book. Yeah, it sounds great. It's really good quality for it being a flexi disc, honestly. The last modern 45 that I have was in my August favorites video, and it is my Billie Eilish You Should See Me in a Crown and Bitches Broken Hearts 45 from her VIP like bundle. If you met her and did whatever, you got this as well. This is pressed on a really pretty like brown bronze color. It's very different. I don't have anything pressed on this, but I like it. I think it fits the aesthetic. And this was really expensive, but I have it. I'm kind of sad that it's like creased up and stuff, but it's okay. Alright, so now let's go into the older 45s. And it's just in like a little like sleeve. It just opens, which means it's super dusty. And I don't think that this is like old at all. I think that this was part of like a set where you had a bunch of the singles and somebody just sold one of them. This was $5 at the exchange, but I love Nirvana so much. I hold them very dear to my heart, and I was super excited when I saw this at the exchange, so I decided to pick it up. That makes me think of when I was in middle school, so hardcore, and it is ZZ Ward. I remember listening to her one album like constantly, and I bought it on like a whim, and I don't think I own it anymore, but like it had Put the Gun Down on it, and that was such a good song. But I haven't listened to her in forever. I don't even know if she still makes music. This looks so old, but it's so cool. Grinning in Your Face live at the Troubadour, and then it has Everybody Wants to Be Famous. And yeah, I just remember listening to her when I was in like middle school and elementary. I bought her CD at Target thinking that she was somebody else. I don't know why. I think I just bought it because I thought that she looked like a badass, and I ended up really loving it. And I haven't listened to her since, so I saw this and figured, you know what, let's take a trip down memory lane. Also from the exchange, I found this for $1, thank the Lord, and it is Queen, Another One Bites the Dust, backed with Don't Try Suicide. Fantastic. $1. I remember when Bohemian Rhapsody came out and I was trying to collect all the 45s, and these were like $10 on eBay. I also got This Side of the Law and Flesh and Blood by Johnny Cash. Flesh and Blood is such a good song. I remember my dad used to listen to Johnny Cash compilations in his old truck when he would drive around, and I don't remember what we would do. I don't know if we were just going to like shop or to flea markets or what, but he would play Johnny Cash in the car, and it was kind of like a phase though, because he didn't really listen to him for too long, but it's one of the memories that I have driving around with my dad when I was younger, was listening to Johnny Cash. So Flesh and Blood and This Side of the Law. Flesh and Blood I definitely think is the star of the show here. And in that same little place I got Heartbreak Hotel from the original motion picture soundtrack, and it is Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel. And it's super cool. It's in its original sleeve here, and it has the original price tag on it of $1.59. They sold it for $2, so I got it for $2. And it's just so freaking cool. And then I also got Eurythmics. I've never seen a Eurythmics single before. I own an LP by them, so when I saw this I like freaked out. It's got Wide-Eyed Girl and You Have Placed a Chill in My Heart. I cannot talk. This was also $2, but again it comes in the regular record sleeve, and it's just dusty. It just needs cleaned, but yeah, I'm super excited to be able to have those in my collection. It's a Dirty Dancing. I've had the time of my life. And then side B is Love is Strange, but you guys, this was $3. They have another one that I might go back and get because it's just so... This one's in really, really good condition as well. So those are all the 45s that I've gotten. The rest of these will be LPs, and we're going to go with the older LPs first. So these are the ones that are not modern, obviously. The first one that I have here I got from the exchange as well, and it was $1. Their dollar records are basically $1 because they're scratched and stuff, so this one definitely isn't in like great condition, but I still wanted to pick it up because it was only $1. And it is Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. Classic. And this has Girls Just Want to Have Fun on it, so obviously great. Iconic. My mom used to love Cyndi Lauper, and it has the original sleeve on the inside. Then I also got Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John. This was also $1, and I'm not a huge Elton John fan, but this one I just feel like is necessary, especially since he's doing his last tour right now, and it's for this album, and it folds out and everything. And I just love the artwork on it as well. Like, it's freaking stunning. And it has a lot of scratches on it, I will admit. But it's just, for $1, like, just to, like, have this is iconic. I'm so happy. Next up, we have some stuff that I got from a flea market. Wait. Speaking of, where did the 2 singles that I got go? I got these 2 45s at a flea market recently, and the first one is The Police, Every Breath You Take, backed with Murder by Numbers. This one has a pretty big ding on it, and I don't know, you guys can see right there, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take care of that or not. I didn't notice that when I was buying it. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I can play it. And then I was so excited about this one for $1. It's Queen 39, backed with You're My Best Friend. And this one's in really, really good condition. It's almost like mint, I would say, if I just clean it. And this was also $1. So I'm super freaking happy about this. Like, this was like the highlight of the flea market for me. And to go with that, from the same guy, I also picked up Queen Sheer Heart Attack. Now I already own this. I own the repressed newer version of it. But when I saw this old one, I couldn't help but just pick it up when it was only $3. I felt like I just needed to bring it home. And it looks so cool that it's all beat up. And this is from 1974. This is actually one of the first editions that was pressed, but from my research it's not really worth that much. I've seen people list it from $10 to like maybe $50, but hey, I paid $3 for it. And it comes with it in the sleeve, and it's on the same label as the You're My Best Friend. This is in really, really good condition. And also, you guys, it has the original insert. So this has all the songs on it. And then when you open it, it's got pictures of the band members. From the same flea market, this guy had a stand and he had records, and he said that they were $3 each, and I said, would you do 2 for $5? And he said, yeah, I can do that. So I got Genesis Self-Titled, and I got Genesis Invisible Touch, and this one has Land of Confusion on it. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I own this on cassette. I bought it from a thrift store ages ago, and I've never listened to it, but when I saw it on record and it was 2 for $5, I was like, whatever. Inserts, and they're not in bad condition at all. Definitely like think if I clean them that they'll play like just fine, no skips or anything. And I wanted these because this is one of my favorite games, even though a lot of people didn't really enjoy it. I really, really enjoyed it. And I've just wanted these. They were originally listed for $25, and I had them on my watch list, and then they dropped to $4.99, buy one get one free. So I got this for $4.99, and then the little LP, or the little single, for free. And it is the Mafia 3 original soundtrack with the original game score, the Cassandra cover. And these are both factory sealed, brand spanking new, for $2.50 a piece. I don't know if I'm ever gonna open this one and listen to it. I'm not really a huge fan of scores, but it's cool to own. And the main star was to get the soundtrack because it's one of my favorite soundtracks ever. It's got Black Ghost Blues, Paint It Black. I got my mojo working, Walking the Dog, All Along the Watchtower, obviously. Chain Gang, Go-Go Shoes, and The House of the Rising Sun. But it doesn't have all the songs on it, because it has Johnny Cash and stuff on the game as well. So I'm sad it's not the complete soundtrack. It's only a few songs, but it's one of my favorite soundtracks in a game ever, so I'm super happy to own that. I got from the exchange as well. This was $12, and it is Halsey, Room 93, another Halsey record. Even though I don't really listen to her anymore, this was my favorite thing that she put out. I loved this. Is There Somewhere is one of my favorite songs, as well as Empty Gold and Trouble. They were just so good. And so I had to buy this, and I've already listened to it several times because it's just one of my favorite things that she ever did. Blue transparent vinyl. Very similar to my Shawn Mendes vinyl that I have. But this was $12 and it was brand new factory sealed. I have obviously opened it since. And I've been watching this on Depop by a few people selling it, but the cheapest that I could find it was $20 plus shipping. So when I saw this for $12, I was like, why would I not get that? So super happy to own that. Another thing that I got from the exchange, wow, I didn't realize all this other stuff, was Alt J and Awesome Wave. This is one of my favorite albums. I love Alt J's album. This one, I was not a huge fan of their newest album, Relaxer. I thought that was a real disappointment, but this one is so good. And they had it factory sealed for $22 or opened for $16, so I bought the opened one. And my friend surprised me in the car the other day, being like, I found this song I was so obsessed with, I'm gonna play it. And it was off of this album, and I was like, oh my god, girl, Alt J, seriously? I love them. So since she played that in the car, now I want to listen to this. Here's one that I have not opened that we're gonna open now. I do own Khalid American Teen on vinyl, so when Free Spirit came out, I had my eye on it. There was an orange pressing that you could get through Urban Outfitters, but it was fairly expensive because Urban Outfitters exclusives are on the more expensive side in my opinion. And then I found out that Target had a very similar pressing, which was a translucent orange, and I had to go ahead and pick it up. It was $22, and then with my discount it ended up being like 21 something after tax, so I picked it up. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's upside down. Pretty. We love that. I love the wolf on it. Very pretty. Next up, speaking of Urban Outfitters exclusives that were way too expensive, Norman fucking Rockwell by Lana Del Rey. I just unboxed this on the channel not too long ago, but I will show you guys anyway that it is this really pretty pink color. Obsessed. Love this pink. Next up, we have some Logic. If you guys missed it, I did finally get Everybody on record. This was $100, which is a pretty good deal for it compared to what I've been seeing it sell at. And it is not the bootleg because it is the bifold. And it sounds great. I listened to it once. And for right now, I'm just going to leave it in its little sleeve here. And not play it again for a while anyway. Next up we have Supermarket. I did an unboxing on this as well. Super upset because mine actually is already damaged. Right here it's like all broken, but it's just like the book, like how the book cracked because it's made out of the same material as the book. I'm not gonna pull out both sides, but one side is red and one side is yellow, and you guys get to see the red one. If you want to see the yellow one and the poster and all that good stuff that's on the inside, you can of course check out my unboxing. And the last Logic record that I have is obviously the Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I recently got this one. Really simple gatefold on this, and then the back. I also did an unboxing on this so you guys can see it up close and personal, but it is just on standard black. Next up are the 3 records that made me fall into the loophole of buying records because I went out with my friend and I found these and I bought them, and then I just kept buying records after that, and this is where I am now. First one is a import, and it's not actually an official release, which I'm super upset about. I thought because it was in a record store that it was official, but it is a bootleg. And it is 21 Pilots self-titled. This is what it looks like. I have not listened to it. It's on a sort of a foggy clear vinyl. It's not like crystal clear. like a lot of the ones that I have. Gorillaz The Fall. This is a Record Store Day exclusive, and the last I knew this was really pressed outside of the US, and it was super, super rare, super, super expensive. The Fall is my favorite project by Gorillaz, and Morello is my favorite song by Gorillaz. So when I saw this, I literally flipped the flip out and had to buy it. And I'm so happy that I own it. It sounds amazing. It's fantastic. It's in this really cool picture sleeve here. And it's pressed on one of my favorite colors in the entire world, which is olive green. So bless up, Gorillaz, bless up. And another one, we're almost done here, that I got finally was Because of the Internet by Childish Gambino. I got this at a record store as well with those other two. I've been wanting this for a while, but I kept holding back on it because it was just really expensive, and finally went to the record store, it was a little discounted, and I was like, okay. And it comes with the booklet and everything. It is pressed on standard black. I'm not going to take them out because they're a bitch to put back in because it's just this like sleeve and they just go everywhere. But it is super cool, sounds great. I've listened to it several times and I love it, and I'm happy that I finally own it in my collection. Feels good to have him home. I picked up Wallows live at Third Man Records at my Wallows concert, and this has a few songs on it. It has 9 songs on it, but this was $15, which is super cheap for a vinyl. And it is just pressed on standard black, and the only way you can get this, I'm pretty sure, is at their shows. It's not on their merch site. And I bought this to play in my room, so I had like my own personal concert to make my experience a little less upsetting, because I would have this to listen to, which was their live songs. And yeah, I own it. And that's about that. I also, because I was so excited for this concert, had ordered the Nothing Happens vinyl as well. This is just on standard black. It's not the exclusive, but it did come with a really cool fold out poster of the boys. The boys. And yeah, I love it. And then I just got this in the mail today, and I had to open it just to see what it looks like, but I haven't played it yet, and it is Wallows, the Spring EP. They had this at the show as well. It was cheaper at the show, but I had already ordered it, so that's my bad. It came with the sleeve like busted here, which is kind of sad, but whatever. It is pressed on really pretty green and pink. And I love it. I think it's really pretty. And the last record is one that I got yesterday, and I just haven't opened it yet. Should we open it? I think we should. Let's go ahead. Why not? It is on standard black, so nothing crazy there, but it is NF The Search. I own Therapy Session and Perception on a record, so I had to get this one as well. And we just saw him live. Really cool middle insert there, and the sleeves are just standard, and the record of course is black. Really, really great record, really, really good show. Love NF, and happy to add this to my little NF collection that I have in my records. And with that, that ends this record collection update. Quite a few records, I would say. Quite a few. Let me know in the comments down below if you've been picking up any records recently, or a record that you want to add to your collection soon. Hopefully it'll be a little bit before I make another one of these. I assume in January of next year I'll probably make one after Christmas when I get a lot of records with Christmas money or for my Christmas list. So stay tuned for that. And until then, I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Peace out, Girl Scouts.